This is just a simple guide for beginners who are doing match betting. It's a match betting example. I'll just walk you through step by step. Just logged in to a site called OddsMonkey. You'll see some links below the video. I highly recommend you sign up for a trial. They've got, I think, over 60 bookmakers with free bet offers in there. You basically just go through the offers, sign up for each one. You make a guaranteed profit if you just follow the instructions. So this one we're looking at, it's one of the most basic ones. Sign up with Ladbrokes. Offer they've got at the moment is bet £5, get £20 in free bets. With OddsMonkey, just basically gives you step-by-step mini guide. So just follow the instructions, register at Ladbrokes, deposit at least £5. I actually recommend you deposit more than that. It looks more natural if you're depositing £10 or £20. Use a debit card to do it. Don't use PayPal or any other money cards. Use a debit card. Change to decimal odds. You'll see some of my other videos. I've got a video on how to change the odds from fraction to decimal in Ladbrokes. It's pretty easy. And then we use the Odds Matcher tool in OddsMonkey to find a suitable match betting opportunity. So all we want to do basically is find close odds above the minimum of 1.5, and then we're going to lay the bet at the betting exchange to either break even or make a tiny loss to get a £20 in free bets. So I'll just quickly show you how it works. When you place your first £5 bet and it settles, you'll get 4 times £5 free bets, so you get £20 in free bets in total. It's very simple. It's one of the easiest ones to start with. You can't really go wrong if you just follow the instructions. So let's just assume you've signed up for Ladbrokes. We then want to go into the OddsMonkey Odds Matcher tool, and I've filtered it to Ladbrokes just to check to see where the close odds are. Now, being honest, you can do this manually if you want. It just takes too much time and it's a bit of a pain. So I recommend you use OddsMonkey. Use the Odds Matcher tool and it'll identify opportunities for you within a couple of seconds. So what it's doing basically is telling us the closest odds at Ladbrokes and the betting exchanges. Betting exchanges would be likes of Betfair, Smarkets, Betdaq, Matchbook, where you can lay bets. Basically, you can bet against the bet you've made at the bookmakers. Now, with the qualifying bet, strongly advise you do not place it on bets like this. Gibraltar under 21s versus Portugal under 21s, both teams to score. Although it meets the criteria, 1.5 or above, not many punters, normal punters are not betting on obscure games like Gibraltar under 21s. So strongly recommend that you avoid that. Also, this one here, we've got the golf, we've got Naeem playing a PGA Tour event at the golf. Odds are 67 at Ladbrokes and 65 at Betfair. Again, a red flag here. The odds are higher at Ladbrokes than they are at Betfair, so it can be classed as an ARB, and we don't recommend this. There's also the issue of liability. So if you're placing a £5 bet on this golfer at 67 here, this is decimal odds at 60-61. We're going to need over £300 in liability just to cover the bet in case it wins at Betfair. Remember, we don't care if it wins at Betfair or at Ladbrokes, but you're going to need to cover the bet at the betting exchange, so you want to stick to small odds just above the minimum odds criteria. So we've got one here, Swindon and Sunderland, which is possible, but again, just check. Ladbrokes is 2, Betfair is 1.98. So again, it could be classed as an ARB because it's slightly above that, so I'd probably recommend avoiding that one as well. So if we just scroll down just a wee bit more, we can see one here that's pretty close, might be too close actually, but I'm just going to show you it as an example. Charlton against Wigan. Ladbrokes odds is 2.15, Betfair is 2.16. So all we do basically is we back the bet, back Charlton at 2.15 on Ladbrokes, £5, and then we're going to lay the bet at Betfair 2.16 odds. So we'll use the match betting calculator in OddsMonkey. It will tell us exactly what we have to do to place a qualifying bet here to get the £20 in free bets. So just pop the numbers into the match betting calculator. Make sure it's selected at normal for qualifying bets. Your back stake is £5. The back odds at Ladbrokes are 2.15. So we've got Charlton 2.15. I'm going to put £5 here. It's going to tell me it's going to return £10.75. That doesn't really make any difference. We don't really care if it wins at the bookmaker or the betting exchange. If it does win at the betting exchange, obviously it means you don't have to top up your funds all the time, so sometimes that can be beneficial, but it doesn't really make any difference to start with. So back Charlton at 2.15, £5. Then we're going to Betfair. Always make sure that you're in the right hand side box, the wee pink box. We're going to lay the bet at 2.16. That basically means we're going to bet against it, against Charlton. Now, to find out how much we have to lay, we just pop the numbers into the match betting calculator at OddsMonkey. So I've put the numbers in here. We're backing at 2.15. We're laying at 2.16. The commission at Betfair on my account at the moment is 2%. Just check if you're signing up through OddsMonkey. They've got various offers for Betfair and Smarkets. You can actually get 0% commission, so that's worth checking out as well. Just check the links below the video. You can sign up for a free trial there. So the calculator tells me exactly what's going to happen here. At odds of 2.16, you could lay £5.02 at Betfair. The liability will be £5.82, so you have to make sure you've got at least that amount in your Betfair account to cover the bet. Your overall profit or loss will be minus 8 pence. So to place that qualifying bet, we're going to lose 8 pence, and then we're going to gain £20 in free bets, and that is where we'll make our profits. So I'm just going to quickly show you Betfair again. So I've added that to my bet slip, 2.16, and the backer stake will be £5.02, as the calculator told me. The liability is £5.82. So again, you just have to make sure you've got enough in your account to cover that. So we're just going to place that bet. I won't do it just now, just to show you. We'll place that bet. So once we've placed the bet at Ladbrokes and we've done it at Betfair, we've covered both sides of the bet. Once that bet settles, then we'll have £20 in free bets, and we'll have lost a maximum of 8 pence on the qualifying bet. So place the qualifying bet, lay the bet at Betfair, lose 8 pence, then we've got £20 and a free bet to use. Now, very important, when we've got the free bets to use, we just have to change the calculator. The bet type will then be free bet SNR, stake not returned. So then we just change the calculator, then we'll find another match that's suitable with Ladbrokes. So I'll go back to OddsMonkey, and you can filter the back odds to high and low odds. I'm just going to change it just now, so I'm just going to click again. It's going to bring up high odds. Now on the free bet, ideally we would want to place odds of probably between 4 and 7 to maximise the return on the free bet. So I don't recommend placing it in horse racing. There's a number of reasons for that, but I won't get into. You can check my other videos. Quite often on the qualifying bets as well, with some of the bookmakers, you can't place it on horse racing or the free bet. So again, just be careful with horse racing. If horses drop out or there's non-runners, rules can be applied that can change your profits. It's probably easier for beginners, just stick to football. So I'm going to show you an example here. This is not the best odds, but it just shows you how it works. So we've got North Macedonia and Georgia. I think this is a UEFA Nations League game, so it's not obscure. It's not a really obscure game. It's one of the games that are going to be basically be televised, or highlights are going to be on Sky, etc. So it's not obscure. Again, ideally you could probably stick to Premier League games, but it's international week, so we'll just pick one of the international games. So the odds at Ladbrokes are 3.5. The odds at Betdaq, another betting exchange, which you can check the links below, pretty good as well, is 3.65. So these odds ideally we want to be a wee bit higher to maximise the free bets, but I'm just going to show you how it works as an example. So we're going to back it at 3.5. We're going to lay the bet at 3.65. So you can see there's quite a big difference between the odds there. That's not bad, but for a free bet, we don't want the odds very, very close to 100%. that's a red flag for the bookmakers. So we want to keep it as natural as possible. So we're going to back Georgia in this one, so I'm just going to change the calculator just to show you how it works. We won't actually add it to the bet slip because it's just as simple as going in and adding it to the bet slip and following the instructions. So it's 3.5 and 3.65, that's the odds. So just go back to the calculator. I've changed it to free bet SNR. Now the back stake is £5. We're going to get 4 bets at £5, but if you want, you can place them all in the same bet. You can mix it up. It's easier just to place it in the same bet. So let's just change it to £20 because we're going to have a maximum of £20 here. The back odds are 3.5. The lay odds against Georgia are 3.65. The commission is going to stay the same at 2. So this is a free bet, stake not returned. So all we'll do is we'll back Georgia at 3.5 at Ladbrokes. We'll place £5 bets 4 times for a total of £20 in the back stake. We'll lay £3, the odds 3.65 at Betfair. The calculator will tell you exactly what you need to do. Odds of 3.65, you'll lay £13.77 at Betfair. The liability will be £36.49. So it basically means you have to have at least £36.49 in your Betfair account to cover that bet. Again, remember, it doesn't really make any difference to us what side of the bet wins. We're going to have a guaranteed profit of £13.49. Now, being honest with you, that's a very low return for a £20 free bet. We would normally expect £15 to £16 return on a free bet, but it's just to show you as an example how that works. Ideally, you would want the odds to be a wee bit higher. Let's assume you found another game and the odds were higher. They were 4.5 and 4.65. So you can see the profit goes up to £14.81. Okay, so if the bookmaker bet wins there, we win £14.81. If it wins at the betting exchange, which would be Betdaq in this occasion, it'd be £14.82. So either way, we get a guaranteed minimum profit of £14.81. So just to recap, it's very, very simple. Just follow the instructions on OddsMonkey. Sign up for the easiest bookmaker to begin with, which is probably Ladbrokes, to be honest with you, or Coral, one of the other ones. So follow the guide step by step, pretty simple. Then go on to the odds matcher, find close odds. So if we just do the ratings, I'll bring it back to the normal settings. So you can see we've got a few more coming up here. We've got Swindon and Sunderland, which I mentioned earlier, and we've still got the Charlton and Wigan one. We've also got Cheltenham and Grimsby, that would be okay as well. Ukraine and Spain, odds are too low. Remember, the minimum odds have got to be 1.5, that one there is 1.36, so just be very, very careful. You're always betting above the minimum odds or else you won't get your free bets. That's something that's pretty easy to do. So just take your time, go through it step by step. Once you've found the close match odds, go onto the betting calculator, just follow the instructions. For your qualifying bet, make sure it's in normal mode, and for your free bet, make sure it's in free bet SNR. Okay, so it's pretty simple. I wish you all the best. If you've enjoyed the video, if you can do me a favour, just like the button on YouTube. It helps boost the video, get it out to more people. If you can subscribe to the channel, I've got some more videos, and check the links below the video. We've got some free trials to sites that will help you make money with match betting. All the best.